Hey my lovelies, I hope you're all safe and well. It's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do Monday's guidance reading. Sorry if the background looks a little bit random. I literally have been pulling things apart from yesterday's retreat and I haven't put my space back together. You can probably see in the background my cheeky little Cher Funko Pops there at the side. But yeah, I haven't put my space back together, so I thought, oh, sod it, I'll just do a little video here instead, in this little corner of the room. It's a very small room anyway. First of all, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's been wishing me well on getting better. Oh, I can't believe it. I went down with an absolute bastard of a bug, I don't mind saying. I'm pretty much back to full kind of health, but my voice still feels a little bit tingly. It's still a little bit scratchy actually. Definitely wasn't COVID, so you know, you guys don't have to worry about that. It was just a nasty sort of flu virus that's going around. But thank you so much for all the love and all the magic and everybody that's been sort of sending me well wishes. Apologies to anybody that's still waiting for voice recorded readings. I will get those done in the next day or two if you are still on the list waiting. Huge apologies, but I had to just heal the voice. So what do I want to let you know about before we look at this week's cards? Well, we've got to talk about yesterday. So yesterday I teamed up with the girls from Never Cross Witch Bitch podcast and we did our first ever the Heart of the Witch retreat, and it was bloody amazing. It was such a cool day from start to finish. We just had so much fun, so much laughter, so much magic, and what was lovely was just the three of us, our spirits, joining forces, and it was like we were just in unionship. We were such a good team yesterday. There was just pure love, you know, holding space. We don't always like that terminology, Carly, but like holding space, but it was holding space just for bringing out the best and sort of showing to people that witchcraft doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be anything too, you know, outrageous. It was just back to basics and it was really good. We had an amazing banquet of a feast for lunch. So big thank you to Colin, who primarily did the bulk of that, obviously with Lucy as well, and Carly. I cannot take any of the credit for the food because I didn't do any of it. My giftings were in other areas, mainly the sort of holding space for the seance and everything. But no, it was just a really beautiful day. I think we're going to be buzzing for a couple of weeks about it, to be honest. So if you came to support that, thank you so much. If you're interested in potentially coming to one of our other ones, we are going to plan some more next year, so watch this space. But it was great. It was really good fun. So what's happening this Monday? What's happening for this week? I still feel very much in the witchy vibe from yesterday. So I'm going to work with one of the decks. I haven't worked with it for a while, but it's one of my favourite oracle decks. And it is the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle. It's a very witchy one, this one. And it is by PC Cast and Colette Baron Reid. And I just really love this deck. So these are the cards. Let's give them a little knock. Let's give them a little cheeky shuffle. Let's see what the messages are for this coming Monday and the week ahead. Channeling this for the highest of good. Let's see what we need to know about. Let's just see where the energies are taking us. There we go. Interesting. Meditation. Okay, so the card coming in is meditation. I'll tell you what, Lucy did an absolutely fantastic meditation yesterday. I'll quickly tell you about an experience that happened to me. So she did a meditation, and the meditation primarily was to meet your trance guide. Now, I've had some actually quite negative experiences with my trance in the past. I was in a trance circle, didn't quite work out. I'm not going to go into the history of it, you know, because it's quite private to me, but basically I just didn't get the experience that I signed up for. And what was lovely was there was so much healing in Lucy's meditation yesterday. So my trance guide came in and they said, even though that circle didn't go to plan and didn't work out and, you know, stuff came to be, we still love you, we still see you, we still want to work with you. And if you never do trance again, it doesn't matter, but actually we're still there. The guide is still there. And I found that was really powerful. There was so much deep healing, and I actually came out of the meditation. As most of you guys know, I don't cry that often, but my eyes were really teary. I wasn't crying, but they were very, very teary. And it was just like this wave of release. It was obviously something that was a suppressed sort of trauma or kind of burden that I wasn't even aware of, but it was a release. And, you know, I felt really light yesterday, in the sense of like, it was just one thing that I didn't have to worry about anymore. And I didn't even think I was worrying about it, but I obviously was on a sort of unconscious level. So meditation, this week it's about slowing things down, it's about pausing, it's about reflecting, and it's just about kind of making sure that we're aligned. Sometimes as humans we get so consumed in the rat race of life, and I think this is just really wanting to slow it down, realign the energy a little bit, and make sure that you're just where you need to be for your own spirit. We were talking a lot about this in our kind of workshop or our retreat yesterday. We're always in such a rush and a hurry to work with the spirit world and energies and everything else, but very often we don't actually know our own spirit. Very often we struggle to actually understand and process what's going on with us. And so I see this meditation as actually forming a little bit of a deeper bond with yourself first, and really recognizing that, really knowing your spirit. You know, because once you can do that and understand that, it becomes a little bit more easier to link with other spirits once you know your own, you know. So I do think some of us are being reminded to just touch base within ourselves. Obviously, with being ill this week, I find sometimes when I'm ill, you go into quite a lot of self-reflection. So it almost becomes, it's not necessarily a great meditation, but it becomes a bit of a meditation in itself sometimes. So maybe if some of you guys have been ill or unwell, again, it's just forced you to maybe form a little bit of a deeper bond with your own internal spirit. But I just think the answers that you're seeking lie within meditation. You know, people say to me all the time, what's the best way to link with the spirit world? And I always tell people it's to meditate. But a lot of the time people don't. They want the quick fix, they want the quick answer. And sometimes actually by slowing things down, we can process. But it might be that you're needing meditation just to sort of hold space for depression, anxiety, maybe mental health is a little bit loud at the moment for some of you. And if that's there, I kind of like the way that the hands are almost kind of caressing, because I almost feel like this is spirit saying, we're holding your hand, we've got you. So again, it's making a point for self-care. Meditation to me, and when I learnt meditation in the early stages, it wasn't to link with spirit or anything else. It was actually always about self-care. So maybe some of us are needing to sort of do that this week. A little bit of self-awareness, but of self-care, just making sure you're sort of touching base with you before you apply your energy to the outside world. I think that's the message really here. So I hope you can make sense of this. I'm going to leave this card with you. What do I need to let you know about? A couple of cheeky shouts. The main one, this coming Saturday, I'm going to be over in Frome at Carpe Nocem. I am fully booked for readings there, so thank you very, very much if you've secured your space to see me. It's going to be amazing. What else do I need to let you know about? We have some upcoming shows, very excited. So some of Halloweeny shows before and after. So Brixham Theatre happening on the 25th of October. So if you're in and around Brixham, it's a Saturday night. It's when the veil is starting to become very thin between the two worlds. Come along, buy a ticket. It'd be great to see you if you're in Devon, or if you want to just come down to Brixham and have some fun. It's a beautiful theatre, full of history, full of character, a little bit paranormal. So, but yeah, come along, get involved. And then a final show for my Spirit Magic Tour, happening on the 1st of November, which is going to be at the Warehouse Theatre in Ilminster. I'm doing a demo night there, and again the veil will be very thin still because it's the day after Halloween. I think we're like nearly over half sold out for that particular show, but it would be great if we can sell it out and end my tour in style. So yeah, lots of great stuff going on. There's loads of other little bits and pieces happening. Go onto the website, you'll see the full listings of events happening coming up. And yeah, don't forget you can purchase the Season of the Witch voice recorded readings and all the other readings that I'm doing. And if you're booked in for a Zoom session, I will look forward to seeing you there very soon. Thank you so much to everybody that's been patient when I've had to do some redating because of being ill and everything else. Yeah, I think that's it really. But just want to say a huge thank you again to the girls yesterday from Never Cross a Witch Bitch. A massive thank you to Colin, like I say, for doing the food and everything else and just being amazing. And of course for the guys that came on the workshop or the retreat, because without you there would be no retreat. And yeah, I think we were all just blown away. It was just, I'm still buzzing, to be honest. You know, I'm probably going to be buzzing most of the week. So going to leave it with you. Have a cool one. I will catch up with some of you lovelies very soon. And yeah, look after yourselves. But meditation, stop and pause, reflect, give gratitude, give thanks. Or if you're questioning, if you just need to make sense of some stuff, you know, ask for those energies to be understood through meditation, because that can be a really good way to clear and to hold space if there's answers that you're seeking and you're not getting what you need. Maybe try a meditation. And meditation can be guided, but it can also just be sitting in the power. It can be sitting in silence. It can even be going for a walk in the woods, like a dog walk, or just a walk in the woods. It doesn't have to be meditation as in sort of hum-a-maring. It can be that, but it doesn't have to be that. So however you see meditation to be as well. We're going to leave it with you. Keep shining bright, look after yourselves, and I'll catch up soon. Bye for now.